Hey guys, it's Jason again with another accessory install for my RZR. Today I'm going to be installing the Yoshimura R77 Signature Series slip-on. This is a pipe that I have yet to see any kind of video review or sound clip on, so I reached out to Yoshimura to see if they'd be interested in partnering with me for a review. They were nice enough to send me one out. So today I'm going to show you exactly how to get it installed. I'll give you some sound clips of what it sounds like as well as a comparison to stock. I do want to go ahead and show you here that this thing was packaged incredibly well. I was pretty impressed actually when I saw that it came in some spray foam insulation, and then obviously it's going to have plastic around it too so it doesn't get on your exhaust. It comes with the racing plug for those of you racers out there, some Yoshimura stickers, instructions, and then maintenance, as well as your mounting hardware. Then you do have the Yoshimura laser etch logo on there, and the rest of it, it's pretty minimalistic. But I'll show you how to get this installed, and stay tuned for the sound clip. Another thing I'd like to show you guys is that this does come with a spring puller, so that's a very nice touch. I actually didn't initially see it in my hardware kit, but I want to go ahead and call that out just in case you guys don't have one. This will make your life a little easier when you're doing the install. So the first order of business here is to take this rear fascia off, and this whole piece comes off as one. So you're going to go into your T40 Torx bolts all the way around. You remove those. You're going to want to remove these as well. Okay guys, when you get the rear plastic bumper off, you're going to notice that you've got that wiring harness connector. I'm going to go to that right there, so you want to reach behind and disconnect that before you pull that off. Now the next step using the spring puller is going to be to remove these springs. Muffler springs are right here. I've got the stock muffler removed, and I want to go ahead and show you side by side how much of a difference there is in size comparison. And the first thing you're going to notice immediately is the weight difference. I bet there's a 5-pound difference in between these motors. You're going to pull this spring here, here, there, and here. Then you're going to have a couple of muffler pins that were here that you're going to pull just straight back to remove the exhaust. Okay, now it's time to mount the chassis mount plate onto the chassis itself. And I want to show you the slight bend that you're going to have in the mounting plate. You want the bend to be going towards the front of the vehicle. So this is the direction it's going to go on there. What you're going to do is use the upper mount holes, and the reason you have this hole is to accommodate this nut and bolt right there. You're going to take the aluminum spacer in your Allen head bolt in that direction and mount it on there, and I'll show you what it looks like in just a second. That is what your chassis mount plate should look like. Again, the bend is going towards the front of the vehicle. And then next you're going to take rubber grommets and place them into these holes right here. If you need to, spray a little WD-40. It should slide in a little bit easier if you have trouble with that. Go ahead and do that with this one. Just like that right there. And then you're going to have a couple more aluminum spacers like these that'll slide there. Okay, I've got everything put together now. You just go in reverse order. You're not going to use the lower exhaust spring there, but you will reuse the 2 springs right here that actually attach the slip-on to the factory exhaust. I got pulled away yesterday and had to step away from it, and then actually got called and went riding last night with it, so I got a good idea of how it sounds. It's got a pretty awesome tone to it. At an idle, it's honestly no louder than stock in my opinion. I haven't actually measured the decibels, but when you're on the throttle going down the trail, it's louder, but it's got a good tone, and it gives it a completely different sound. But here's what it looks like. It's your Yoshimura logo there. Got that trapezoidal shaped can, and then I'll give you a little startup here to show you what it sounds like. than what I've heard from most. I've got a friend that's got an HMF pipe, and his has got a really good tone. It's just quite a bit louder than I prefer. I'll give you from a different angle so you can hear it from over here also. So there is the install on that. If you guys have any questions at all about this pipe, feel free to ask me. Get a hold of Yoshimura to check with them. And I'd like to say thanks again to Yoshimura for sending this out to me, and thank you guys for watching. Catch you next time.